Welcome to our third video in our Introduction to Xcode series. In this video, we're going to be looking at user inputs, labels, and buttons, and we're going to make an app which calculates the age of cats in human years. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is click on Create a New Xcode Project. So click on that one, click Single View Application, and we're going to call it Cat Age. Now everything else should be the same as our previous project, and go Next. Okay, and then just go Create. All right, we're going to start with our main storyboard. So click on that one on the side, and just in the middle here, we're going to start making the layout of our app. I always find it easier if I can visualize the app. I find it easier to code it later rather than doing it the other way around. So first of all, click on your little home button here, your object library, and copy what I put in here. So we need a button to begin with. We need a label. We actually need 3 labels. So 1, 2, and 3. And we also need what's called a text field. So drag that one in too. Now I'm going to start naming these. So this bottom one here, I'm going to put output age. There we go. This one here, I'm going to write some instructions. Type in your cat's age in years. There we go. And for the label at the top, I'm going to type cat age calculator. And I'm going to give this a nice fancy font. To do that, I select it over here. If yours doesn't automatically go to it, go to this little one here, like sort of the down arrow type thing. Click on fonts, the T, change it from system to custom, and I'm just going to play Lucky Dip and go down to, let's go party. And I'll make it bigger. That's quite big. There we go. Center that as well. Might even make it bigger. There we go, cat age calculator. So what we want is the user to put in the age of the cat here. And I'm going to drag this across a little more. And then when they do it, they then push this button and it pops up with the cat's age. All right, now we can also put some placeholder text in here by clicking up here. Actually select it and up here and put enter age here. I don't really like it. No, I'm going to delete that out. That's how you do placeholder text, so. Because we've got that, I guess it already makes sense to put it in there. And this button, I'm going to change to calculate. Cool. So let's go back up to the circles at the top, the rings. And we're going to drag some things in. So I'm going to delete that to begin with, like we always do. Give myself some more room. Now we need to drag in 3 things here. We need the output age, so drag that one in first. And I'm going to go to type in output age, easy. We need the calculate button, so I'm going to drag that underneath. I'm going to type calculate. And as you can see, I just made a mistake. I didn't do it as an action, so I don't get the little curly brackets around it like you should. So I'm going to delete that and do it again. And change it to an action and call it calculate button. Now, because I just did that, I dragged it across once. I set up a connection and then I just deleted it, which deleted it here. That's all good, but it doesn't actually delete it here. What you have to do is go up to the little button up here, the little yellow circle. You right click it and you'll see I've got this connection here which doesn't exist anymore. So I need to delete that connection. There we go. Okay, if you don't do that, you get a thing called a SIGABAT error when you try and run your program. So we've got our calculate area set up, and the last one we need is just what the user inputs, which is our text box. So once again, holding control, drag it across, leaving this as an outlet, and I'm going to type user input. and connect it. So we've got these two here, and we've got a calculate button here. Okay, and now with all of that in there, what we want to do next is put a bit of code in here that'll take the user input, calculate it, and put it out here. So this is what we type. So we start with output age dot text. It's going to get a little complicated here. I might make this a bit bigger. Output age dot text, which is just which is this here. So what we're trying to output. So output age dot text is equal to. Now we need to say string. Then we do a bracket, or actually use two brackets here. Then we type int, bracket again, user input dot text. So that's what the user puts in. Then exclamation mark. Then we have a couple of brackets, another exclamation mark. Then we go space times int bracket 7 bracket. Okay. I wonder, do we actually need that? Cool, so we didn't need the extra in the end. Alright, so what that should do now is it should do the calculation for us and then export it. So let's try it. I'm going to hit play. Cool. And let's say the cat is 1, calculate, 7. If the cat is 2, 14, and so on. So my cat, let's say I had a cat who's 15. He's, well, actually 105 years old. Okay, cool. So that is our cat age calculator. We used a couple of different data types there. And we also used a text field, so the user can now put things in to interact with our programs. So I hope you learned something in this tutorial, and I'll see you on the next one.